Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm WillStalker25, and today I'm bringing you guys another action figure review on the newly released Comic-Con exclusive from Bluefin. It is the Marvel Sentinel Fighting Armor Iron Man Black and Gold Edition, or as the box says back there, Black Limited Edition. So this is a black and gold set of armor. It is, I think, just a recolor variant of the red and gold one, the basic standard one that they're doing. And yeah, this is a very sick figure. I have been messing around with it. I did a couple different poses with it, messing with it when I got it. I got it the other day. This is Saturday the 14th as I'm recording this, and this video should be going up Monday the 16th. And this might be the start of Iron Man week, where every day this week I will upload a video, and it's all going to be Iron Man figures or Iron Man related figures. So yeah, if hopefully you guys do enjoy that. This will break the mold for what I've done mainly with the past couple of weeks of videos, where it's either been 3 days, 2 days, or whatever. But alright, so getting into Iron Man. This figure is awesome. I love this paint job. I love this look. This is the Fighting Armor series from Sentinel. It's a different series that they've been doing. I don't know. I think it's based on a comic, maybe. I need to look a little bit more into it. But these all look cool. There's a couple on Big Bad Toy Store available for pre-order. That being the Wolverine and Deadpool one, I believe. Deadpool might be exclusive on there, I'm not sure. And then there's the Captain America, Iron Spider, and normal Iron Man. I think those are sold out. I think they revealed there's Black Panther, Thor, Loki, and someone else coming in the future. I don't remember who, but they all look really cool. And this is a very nice, awesome start to this line. So first, let's take a look at some of the stuff we get with Iron Man really quick. This was about a $90 figure. So I'm gonna move the camera down here, and this is all the extra stuff you get with Iron Man. So you get a extra set of fist hands, which are just painted black with a red repulsor in there and just silver extra detail. So you get a set of fists for both hands. You get a set of more open repulsory hands. So you get one of each with the silver and red repulsor detail in there. These are the more opened out ones, and then the ones that are on the figure currently have a little bit more of curled fingers, and then you get the added little hook that you could clamp around his side or his leg or something for the stand. You also do get a pretty nice little stand here. I'm gonna take Iron Man off. It slots in actually underneath the stand right here, and that slides on to lock it in place. So it's actually pretty cool. I like it. All these little clear bits could pop out, but it's got some nice little detail and everything, and I do enjoy the stand. But yeah, that's all the accessories you get. The other set of hands are right there. See the more curled fingers for more of a grabbing hand. But yeah, let me do a quick look at the box as well. So let's look at the box. Unfortunately, mine did come a little bit crushed, so that is a bit of a bummer, but it's a very cool detail there. The Iron Man limited edition thing there. And then as you can see on the back, you got the Bluefin and Bandai sticker, and you got all the different poses as well. So Iron Man, let's take a look at him. I've got him in this cool like flight pose, or kind of like hovering repulsor shooting pose, but he is awesome. We're going to do a whole bunch of different size comparisons with him here today. This is my first Sentinel figure, so I am very excited. There's a lot of die cast in this guy. He's got a nice heft and weight to him. He definitely does not feel cheap. He's got a low amount of accessories, but honestly, the only thing I really would have added with him would have been the ability to have an extra set of hands that either had a peg in or a slot on set of repulsors and a set of repulsor hands that had either a port for the thing to peg into, or like an extension port that plugs into the accessories. So this Iron Man is very cool. As you can see, he looks awesome. The paintwork is, well, it's really good. I really am blown away by this figure. He is very cool. he's probably one of my favorite Iron Man. He is very unique for me because I only have three now, black and gold Iron Man. So this one's really cool. Let's take a look at some of the like articulation on them really quick. So we'll look at the head first. The head on mine, this is the only bummer with this, well, one of the only two bummers with this figure. I believe the hands pop off very easily. Yeah, as you can see there, I barely touched it and they pop off. So I wish the hands poured it in a little bit more. And then the head is very, like, loose. Well, it kind of got in the position, but as you could, like, it just, it moved, there's nothing that really holds it in these positions. It just kind of, like, moves very easily, barely wiggling it. But yeah, so the head does go all the way up. You could do perfect flight pose with that. It could look down a bit. There is neck articulation in there as well as the head, so you could get them in some pretty cool looking like tilts and everything. Very nice. Arms do go out that far. It does kind of seem like it might hit in there on the neck when you bring the arms out, so just be a little careful with that if you did get this. This was a Comic-Con exclusive though, so hopefully if you guys wanted it, you actually got it, because I don't know if there'll be another way to get it. He does have an upper bicep cut. Now this does, no, it's just stiffer plastic. Arms are double jointed, come up that far, very nice. And then the wrist does completely turn, but the hinge is kind of like, it's right in there. I don't know if you could see it. So right now my hinge is a kind of like at an angle. So if you want to do that, you have to turn the entire hinge. So the hand just turns on the little peg there. But if you want to turn that hinge, you have to turn the entire thing. It's a little hard to do, so be careful with it. Don't break it. If you did get this figure, because he is quite expensive, or if you are looking at picking up one after the fact, or if you're just going to get one of the newer non-black and gold variants of Iron Man for the fighting armor. Let's see, he's got the very nice diaphragm up here, insane posability. You could go back a whole lot, forward a whole lot. He does have a drop down. Let's see, there's a little bit of a tilt in there, like in the side sections. These are like extra, as an extra little bit there. Gonna look at it off camera so I'm not screwing nothing up. I think there is a little bit of a, yeah, there's a lower swivel a little bit down there for the waist. Let's make sure that's not messed up. And then the legs do have a drop down that's right here. So it's not the actual hip. Or yeah, it's more at the upper thigh. The upper thigh does have a little cut there, as well as the leg being able to go forward that much. If you bring the thigh cut out, you could get all the way up and then all the way back. So he's got insane leg movement too. Double jointed knees, can come all the way up. He can't kick his own butt because of the foot spot. And then the foot does have that little thing there, the boot like thing. It's got toe articulation, gets up that much. The ankle does go forward that much and back that much. Be careful with the boot cover. You want to make sure you don't break that, so move it carefully. As well as with the back of the figure, you do have the opening flight flaps to show little thrusters back there and everything. So he does have that on him as well. And then there is the peg hole in the back to use him on the stand. So overall, that is all of Iron Man's articulation, I believe. There's no boot cut. Oh, and then he's got ankle pivot as always as well. So yeah, that is your fighting Iron Man. He is awesome. If you didn't get this one, I highly recommend, if you are an Iron Man fan, checking out the Sentinel figures. They are awesome. There's a heft to this figure. He is very nice. But alright, let's do a quick height check. Where's my tape measure? We're gonna see how tall he stands. and then we'll do some size comparisons with your other Iron Men to see what he looks like. So he is standing just about little under 6.5 inches tall, so good height to him. All right, and here we go. Looking at an old Marvel Legend. This is, I believe, the Hulkbuster wave for the movie Hulkbuster. A black and gold Iron Man armor. I can't remember the name of this one off the top of my head, but they look really cool next to each other. This one's a little shorter. This is one of the older Iron Man molds. I wish this was on a newer body, but still looks pretty good nonetheless. Here he is next to a classic, newer Marvel Legend. So as you can see, this is the newer body mold that we've gotten, and it looks a little bit better up next to that. So we'll move the black and gold one out of the way. Here he is next to another import Iron Man. Here he is next to the SH Figure Arts Battle Damage Mark 85. So as you can see there, we got some definite height differences. The Marvel Legend looks to be a little bit taller with the newer one, or it's around close to the same height. He might have just a tiny hair. I mean, if you do the thigh extension, you'll definitely equal them out. But the SH Figure Arts is definitely on the shorter end, unless you do the thigh thing, which I might have already done for the thigh drop down. But yeah, he's just a hair shorter. And then we got the let's get rid of the Marvel Legend really quick. We got our Stealth Iron Man from Mezco. A lot of diecast in him too. He's a little bit taller, more in line with the Marvel Legend a little bit. And then for an added bonus, I'm gonna bring him off the shelf. He hasn't been in any of these reviews yet. Let me move him around a little bit more. Alright. And here he is next to a height scale comparison on, this isn't Iron Man, but we got a Rebel Tech War Machine. And yeah, War Machine's a bit bigger, but honestly, I like that with the Rebel Tech, so it works. So here's your size comparisons with everybody. He fits in pretty well. He's right in there in that range of, he works the Rebel Tech War Machine. He's just a little hair smaller, which I feel like he should be. Just a tiny bit smaller than the Legend and the Mezco. And he's a little bit bigger than the Figure Arts. So there we go. There's some looks. We'll bring War Machine back a little bit later on to do a look at him to see how he looks with that War Machine. And then let's see. Here he is next to your Mafex. Really quick, since we've done a ton of other brands. Here is next to your Mafex Batman. And I think they work out pretty well. That looks pretty good in height-wise. So there he is next to him. Let's do your Star Wars Black Series, Captain Rex, Power Ranger, Lightning Collection, Dino Thunder Red. So taller than the both of them. Very nice. Here he is next to your Halo Jazzwares Spartan Collection Master Chief. Chief is taller, as he should be, by a bit. SH Figure Arts Goku. And we got Figma Samus. And lastly, we got our Rebel Tech All Might. Gotta get him in there. So yeah, pretty good size-wise. I think he scales up well with everybody. The only thing I don't have is a Mafex Iron Man, which I might look into getting one at some point to kind of complete the group. But he is awesome. This Iron Man's really cool. You could get him in some really nice poses. Especially with, I kind of wish he had the repulsors, but honestly, I'm not too bummed about it because he still is really cool nonetheless. But yeah, look at that. Like, I don't think we got a good look at the side of him for the detail, but like that silver, all the red and silver going around the sides. But he's just Such a cool figure. So if you didn't get a chance to get him and you are an Iron Man fan, I highly recommend trying to track down either one online or trying to get a red and gold variant, the standard one, instead of the black and gold edition, since this was the Comic-Con exclusive one. But yeah, oop, we're losing stuff on War Machine. I think these two look really good together, honestly. Like this War Machine and this Iron Man will pose up very nicely together. This is my first Rebel Tech Iron Man, or well, War Machine Iron figure. So can't get him to stand up very well. But yeah, I mean, these two, I think they look pretty solid together. I think they might have announced a fighting armor War Machine, so I might be looking into getting that to pair with Iron Man over here. But yeah, this guy's awesome. I highly recommend him. In any of the fighting armors, he's definitely opened up a window, and I will be looking into the rest of the fighting armors at some point. But being $90, is it worth it? I personally think it is for these guys. Would have liked a bit more accessories, but he's an awesome figure. For me, he was probably one of my favorite Iron Men that I own in the collection now. So hopefully you did enjoy this video. Hopefully you did find this review helpful. I know I love this guy, and I'm going to look at more of the fighting armors and more Sentinels. Sentinel has really... This is a good one. This is a really good one. It's definitely up there with the figure arts and the Mezco one. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you all found it helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed the size comparisons and all the other Iron Men coming in, taking a look at them all together. At some point, maybe I'll do an Iron Man collection video or something like that, or do my top 10 or 5 favorite Iron Man figures I own. I don't know. We'll find out, maybe at some point. But yeah, this is the start of what I'm going to call Iron Man Week on the channel, where I will be doing all Iron Man figures. So hopefully you are enjoying that, and hopefully you stay tuned for the rest of the videos, because I will be doing probably Ironmonger and Obadiah Stane next on Tuesday. So yeah, if you haven't already and you are new to the channel, I would always appreciate a like and a subscribe if you haven't. Does help out the channel, lets me know you guys enjoy the content, as well as if you want to go follow me on Twitter or subscribe to the other YouTube channel where I do all my gameplay and playing Ark over there currently. Other than that, that'll be all for me. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.